for an interesting intro.
Alright, yeah, we were live from Robro.
Talk about your grandma?
Yeah.
Kien?
For an episode of the Road Show Bros.
Grandma.
She's scary!
She would fucking fight Brock Lesnar and fucking...
She'll fight Conor McGregor and Brock Lesnar at the same time. Take them both out. So fucking useless.
I don't believe my
She's gonna rip
She's
Conor
just gonna-
McGregor's leg off and beat Brock Lesnar with it.
I was just like, she's gonna pick up like Conor McGregor, fucking slap him on the ground, knock him out, just beat the shit out of Brock Lesnar.
This is what
beat a motherfucker with
this
another
is what I
motherfucker.
mean with my grandma and shit like that. She can beat people who are probably not skilled fighters, because the people that I've seen her fight, besides my mom, were just drunk dudes who wouldn't, like, fucking leave.
Are you sure your grandma's not also on meth or crack or something?
I don't
Because
believe-
apparently she just kills people like 9 times her size.
I mean, if you're a healthy human being on meth, you can be pretty strong.
I feel like the one on meth is a healthy human being.
Why? I mean,
Contradicted statement. What the fuck?
if you're just a regular person who tries meth once, that one
That's
time
what I
you
was
tried,
thinking.
that one
when
time you
said
tried
that.
meth, you're gonna be like a Superman.
When you're a healthy person.
So what you're saying is I need to start meth to fight Kien's grandma?
No, just
We're
once.
getting out here?
You
Yeah,
need
just
to
the
do more
once.
than once. It's a really bad idea to do it more than once.
Do some crack too. Just be like, all right, I'm going in. Give me my spoon. Then just...
And doing both of them might not help too much.
No, if I really wanted to fight her, what I'd do is shotgun a monster. Like an hour before the fight, I'd feel really shitty for that hour, and then I'd get like Superman levels of energy. From what I hear.
No, it doesn't work. That's a lie.
You have to shotgun a monster to find out.
Yeah,
actually
I've
have
heard
one
it's
in my fucking-
the worst fucking thing for
Alright,
like
go
an
shot.
hour and a half.
Alright,
Like just
science
terrible.
test. Kien is going to shotgun a monster.
I hate monster though.
I actually don't know if I still have a monster.
Oh.
Trying to rethink.
Fuck.
I think I drank them all.
Kien's gonna be trying to fight us.
No, I'm not going to try to fight you in an hour because I don't believe in fighting.
Bouncing off the walls.
Pacifism.
Second.
Fuck's bad.
I'm Kien, not Kien, your local pacifist.
Go that way.
Local Kevin Spacey.
And I am here today with...
You fairy.
General Kevin,
Eli Brown, local homophobe, judging off all the stuff I just said.
General Kevin Spacey hater John Dean.
Yeah. Also, local, what is that, Spaceyphobe? Does that work?
Spaceyphobe?
Spaceyphobe.
Spaceyphobe.
Are you afraid of aliens?
No, I'm afraid of Kevin Spacey's.
Okay.
They're everywhere.
Kevin Spacey's in space also.
What fucking animal? Oh, it's missing a leg. Sorry, I'm eating...
Spacey in space.
Like,
Just a floating dildo.
Why is Kevin Spacey a floating dildo?
He's not, you just said Spacey in space. So it's
Alright,
just something gay
also-
in space.
Oh.
so the Battle Tangent comes out on Wednesday, but this comes out tomorrow. I'm just letting everyone know we chose the Lich King versus the Witch King. So, that's the fight. Lich
The
King versus
Lich King from Warcraft
Craft
versus the Witch King of
from
Angmar from Lord of the
Lord of the
Rings.
Rings. Does it get the Nazgul?
Yeah?
Okay.
No, he'd get a fell beast. I don't think he gets the Nazgul to fight for him. Unless the Lich King gets fucking undead people to fight for him. I'd say just them. That's just me.
Semantics. So
It's not
yeah,
like the Nazgul's that hard to kill.
Pretty hard
That
to
one
kill.
bitch kills it with like one sword swing.
What?
Not Eowyn, what's her name?
The Nazgul live
When she
until
cuts
the
its head
fall
off?
of the. That's the Witch King. He can't be killed by a man.
No, she cuts the fucking...
Oh, the Fell Beast. You're talking about the
Oh,
fucking
the Fell
Fell
Beast,
Beast,
you're
you
right.
piece of shit.
Yeah,
I was
you're
like,
right.
what are you talking about?
No, he's
the
right.
Nazgul will never die.
I forgot what they're called.
Yeah, Fell Beasts. The Nazgul
Yeah.
are his underlings.
So we'll give him the Fell Beast, not the
Yeah,
Nazgul.
he gets a Fell Beast, because Arthas can have a horse on him.
Yeah.
He gets a horse in Warcraft 3. He's a Death Knight.
kind of complete bullshit that Tolkien's like, because she's a woman. No, I'm not saying it in a sexist way. He's making that point.
Yeah.
No man can kill me.
I think it still hurts her a lot, though. Like,
Yeah, it
burns
does
her
in the
fucking
movie.
hand or something.
It should.
And then also, is it Merry or Pippin stabs him in the fucking knee, and
Yeah.
that kind of counts because like halflings are grouped with men, but they're not technically men. They're hobbits, so it's different. It's just like I don't know
ridiculous.
about that. Just
Totally
have an elf
horrendous.
kill him.
Oh yeah, an elf can kill him.
Technically,
Can a
yes.
dwarf kill him too then?
I don't know because it never. In the movies, I haven't really read the books too much. In the movies, it doesn't specify if it's man as in race or man as in gender.
Oh shit, that's right.
In Lord of the Rings specifically,
Technically, it looks like it's gender since she
Yeah,
fucking
it-
stabs him.
in Lord of the Rings, like the books specifically, it makes it sound like it's humans, but it's
yeah.
basically men.
Yeah.
Like if you have a penis,
Because,
you
like,
can't kill him.
The witch, they never really. Women don't fight. in
What if you're
this
transgender?
universe.
I can
There
be
aren't any
killed
transgender.
I mean, like
by
hypothetically,
no
what if there
penis.
was? Like,
Okay, we're arguing like our logic with this fantasy world. There's no transgenders in Lord of the Rings.
that you know of.
So let's say Bruce Jenner goes to the wardrobe. He ends up in
Narnia?
Middle Earth.
What?
Okay, but he chopped his penis off.
Yeah, so is he not a man?
I don't think so. Is that how that works?
What are the laws on this? Ask Trump.
All right.
And it's Caitlyn now, by the way.
It's Bruce.
Moving on. We have the trailers. Uncle Drew is our first trailer. And this stars Kyrie Irving in a basketball comedy.
And Shaq.
What?
Shaq's in this movie.
Is he really? I did not notice that.
Yeah, it was the martial arts dude.
I was too busy talking about racism.
He was the old guy in the gi with the fucking big ass handlebar mustache.
He's
Oh.
representing Shaq Fu, apparently, yeah.
Yeah, that's dumb. I forgot that game was happening.
I didn't. I'm fucking stoked.
I don't think you were here for that.
No, he wasn't.
I was.
The trailer was
because I
making fun
the
of
one who
people
liked
specifically,
Shaq
yeah.
Fu.
I was indifferent. Like, it was a kung fu game. I was
Anyway, that's a different podcast. Anyway, so
I'm
yeah,
actually really excited for this movie. I like Kyrie Irving as a player.
I don't know. I think this movie looks really fucking
it's like a
stupid.
Tyler Perry movie. I don't.
But at
like
the
it.
same time, I really, really like Nick Kroll.
Who's Nick Kroll?
He had a Comedy Central improv skit
The
for
Kroll
a
Show.
while. Yeah,
I don't. Okay.
it was pretty funny. But at the same time, like, he's really hit and miss. He's either really good or really not funny.
Like, don't watch Big Mouth. It's fucking stupid.
I have heard it's really stupid. I
Oh, it's
still
dumb.
might watch it.
It's really,
Yeah.
It's not good. Parts of it are good.
I
Parts of it are just bad.
It's worth the watch.
legitimately, the only reason I haven't watched is I look at the art style. I'm like, ugh, that is horrendous. I don't want to watch it.
It looks flash animation-y, yeah.
And I know that's like, oh man, you shouldn't judge it off that, Eli. But it's like, I don't really want to watch it.
Why is everyone you, like, impersonate sound like an old man? Like, you shouldn't watch that, Eli.
I don't know.
The only thing about Big
Hang out with
Mouth
a lot
that
of old
bothers me
people
is
anime
like,
watching bastards. I don't know.
the only thing about like Big Mouth that really bothers me is how many like
Big Mouth?
little kids have boners all the time.
Yeah, I think that's the thing that turned me off about that series. The kids at work were trying to tell me how good it was, and I'm like,
Well, it doesn't
It's because they're around that age. No?
I know that it's a
Yeah, they
thing,
are, yeah.
but I know that it's a
Yeah,
thing.
they
Like
middle schoolers in Big Mouth.
they're middle school. Like, but Cooper's like, it just reminded me when I was a kid. I was like, you like talked about clitorises and stuff. Well, yeah, I was like, well, so did I, but I didn't like fuck a pillow.
you didn't try very hard then.
And not what?
This already sounds dumb. Now I really don't want to watch it, but I still.
But back to Uncle Drew though.
It's worth a watch,
Yeah.
honestly.
Back to Uncle Drew though. I really do think this movie. Like, I like basketball. Like, I was raised watching basketball.
Basketball's gay.
Whatever.
Yeah, I was about to like a real Kevin Spacey sport.
I was raised in a basketball household.
Raising a Kevin Spacey household.
Like, basketball was my dad's jam and shit like that. He
Kevin
would,
Spacey
Was he
his
Kevin
dad's
Spacey?
jam.
Was your dad Kevin Spacey?
My dad
Kevin
was not.
Spacey jam your dad.
I just really like the
Kevin
technicality.
Spacey jam.
And I'm like, I like the tech.
I'm so fucking fidgy, don't do that.
No, you almost fell.
Kevin
I was
Spacey.
fucking worried. I was like, oh no, I'm
That was
gonna
the
be
movie.
driving.
Oh,
Kevin Spacey jam.
I was
Space Jam.
No.
Speaking of space,
I was just immediately thought of like a jar full of Kevin Spacey jizz.
Oh my god. Okay, then we go into Lost in Space, and you really don't get much from this, but apparently no one knew this besides Kien. It's a remake of a 1960s TV show.
Lost
I
in
knew
Space.
it.
Okay.
I mean, I didn't know it was Lost in Space because they didn't say it was Lost.
And they
in
didn't have the
Space.
cool robot with the fucking...
Well, I don't know. I like Lost in Space's storyline, but I have a big difficulty with watching black and white television. So I think it's kind of cool that we're getting...
Colorblind? I don't understand.
I actually do have some issues with color blindness.
Oh, that's not funny. Fuck.
No, it's kind of funny still.
Yes, no, it's
People
not
make
funny.
fun of me
I'll
all the
behind
time
your back, yeah.
about it. Like, I'm diabetic, so like my eyes are just progressively getting worse and worse and
Is
worse.
that a thing?
Yeah.
Ah.
And it's the same thing with like my nerves. So like I can still see colors just fine, but like as my eyes progressively get worse, it will be harder to distinct certain colors from like colors that are basically just different shades of that color. Like right now, I struggle with like
You
reds.
won't know the difference between the 50 Shades of Grey?
Yeah, pretty much. So right now, what I really struggle with are like my dark blues into blacks, and then like my reds going into pinks. And then that's pretty much it right now because I'm still not that old. But eventually, it'll just lead to me being completely colorblind, and then eventually just
So when
completely
you hit my
blind.
age, you'll be colorblind.
When I hit the progressive age that you look like, I'll be
What
dead.
is that, like 80? I was like, what is that, like 84 or something like that?
So, yeah, I'm actually really excited for this. This is like, Netflix is...
But yeah, basically what I'm saying is it's cool that that's not why I don't like black and white TV, because I can actually see grays and blacks just fine. But it's mostly like I don't know if my brain is just so used to watching color entertainment, but when I try and watch something that's in black and white, I just get expressively bored.
Did you not
really
like
fast.
Logan Noir then?
No, I liked it, but again, it's just one of those things that like my brain for some reason doesn't want to pay attention to as much.
Yeah, it just seems...
I also have that, actually. There's not as much keeping my attention.
Yeah.
I mean, like, so I'm assuming you probably would never... You didn't like the art. You didn't see The Artist then, did you?
What?
The Artist? The black and white movie that won a shit ton of Oscars? Like,
I haven't seen it, but that's because I haven't heard of it.
no. Yeah, you should watch it. It's really good. It's a black and white silent film.
Like, I don't mind black and white
Ooh,
films and
no,
stuff
thank
like
you.
that, but...
Like, black and white, I can maybe do it, but silent, you can go fuck yourself.
Then we go to Bleach, and I'm just going to point those out. Don't watch the Full Metal Alchemist live-action movie. It's a piece of shit.
Or you could watch it, I mean...
Yeah, watch it.
Did-
Decide for yourself.
I-
Kien's not God. He's
I
not
love
an anime god.
I don't think live-action animation movies are that good, ever. But that doesn't mean that you can't watch them.
They're like
Oh,
a car
give it a try.
crash, and John
Actually,
can't look away.
Fun
Yeah,
fact.
that's actually a really good point.
Fun fact.
See, that there's a difference, though, with this Bleach live action, in my opinion. I think the first 2 segments of Bleach are really, really good. Everything after that is hot fucking garbage.
First 2 or first 3?
First 2.
I think you're thinking 3 because, like...
No, I'm thinking 2.
Because 1 is
I've watched every episode of Bleach. I know which ones I think are shit and which ones I think are not.
They're
Because,
all
like,
bad.
I like everything in the human world in the first season. I like everything in the Soul Reaper part when he's rescuing Rukia.
Yeah, but that's
the moment you learn Aizen is shit.
No, but the Soul Society arc is split into 2.
It's
Wait.
2 seasons technically. I'm talking about arcs.
Okay, I was like...
Oh, well, yeah, you specified, like, seasons.
Well, it
Yeah, because I was going to say...
basically it's 2.5. It's not a full 3.
Because it's the Sub-Sea Soul Reaper season, Rukia Retrieval, and then Ichigo finding his Bankai. And that last...
it doesn't really split off there. It splits off like right after he gets Bankai, and then like basically season 3 kind of starts with him getting ready to go fight Byakuya.
Yeah, well, because
And then
season 3
because
is
season
basically
3
essentially-
includes all of the stuff that also leads up to him getting his hollow mask.
And like what the other...
But
teams are
anyways,
doing.
this movie is probably going to be an hour and a half, cover shit that's in season 1 only. That's something that other animes can't take advantage of.
That would be the way to do it, yeah.
That's something other animes can't take advantage of because the rest of the stuff in their series people really like too.
It's going to be 2 hours, I'm assuming, because the FMA is 2
So you're saying because the anime, like, only the beginning is good, the movie will be good.
Well, maybe, if they decide to only
I
go
don't
for
think
the
it'll
beginning.
work like that, no.
I'm not saying that that's what's going to happen, because you're right. 98% chance it'll still be garbage.
And they
won't do that. I'm just saying this one has the advantage of possibly being that.
I do also want to point out, though, that there is a good anime movie out there that I just recently watched, but it's my personal bias.
Is it not live action?
It's live action.
Then it's not anime.
Live action anime movie.
There you go.
Live anime adaptation that is not as good as its source material, but does it well. But if you do not understand the source material, you will not like it. It is not Death Note. It is JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Diamond and Unbreakable Part 1.
JoJo's
Diamonds and Unbreakable, as actually, for what it was and what they changed.
I almost literally just hate JoJo's because of the fandom.
Yeah, I can understand that.
Like, y'all are fucking gay.
Like, I can 100% understand why you probably wouldn't like it because of the fandom. It's like...
I like JoJo's.
Yeah.
But I hate JoJo's fandom so much, it makes me hate JoJo's.
The actual JoJo's.
Like, the fandom, straight up, they do some weird-ass shit.
So it's like the Sonic fandom.
No, it's more like the Rick and Morty fandom, but without thinking that they're smart.
Riot?
Yeah.
Well, then it's like the Sonic fandom. What are you talking about?
They basically riot on the internet.
Oh, well, I don't give a fuck. My point is, I don't like JoJo's because fucking Gil and Kien shoving it down my throat. And then I watched the one episode with them, and I was like, this is just trash.
You watched more than we watched, like the Red Hot Chili Pepper fight, I think.
Ugh.
That's not a very good introduction.
Oh boy.
I like Part 4 though. Part 4 was my favorite. So when they said they were going to adapt it into a live action, it made more sense comparatively because the other ones were really grandiose and grand scales compared to Part 4 just being in a small town of Moria solving murder mysteries. But here nor there, I don't like Bleach as much as John. I don't think I ever really liked Bleach.
I'm trying to make myself sound more popular.
Oh.
What?
Some people's phones, they get a message and it'll be like that.
The fuck?
So I'm trying to make people think that I'm important. I'm just fucking around right now. I don't really think this Bleach movie is gonna be good.
I was like,
I'm just saying it has the advantage of it could be good, but it will more than likely not be.
Then we go into Reboot, the reboot of Reboot. It's basically Cyber Power Rangers for one.
Yeah, the animation looks trash.
Yeah,
looks like Power Rangers. Yeah. Is
Yeah,
it a
it's
TV
like
series?
3D animated Power
It's a
Rangers.
Netflix TV series, yeah.
Alright.
It looks dumb. It's like, oh, we gotta keep it a secret, and like the internet isn't what the internet is actually. Like, I'm just saying, there'd be a lot more porn pop-ups and shit. I'm just saying, y'all can't tell me that.
We're gonna blow this up. Get this porn out of my fucking face, guys.
The internet is 50% porn, 49% memes, and 1% everything else.
Yeah. Like, they'd be fighting like corrupted Ugandan knuckles.
Fucking the Tide Pod pony.
That's just you. You fucking weirdo.
I'm not the one who made that.
You're the one who
So
hasn't
it can't-
downloaded on your
I
phone.
didn't download it, I saved it on my phone. So I could show other people.
Yeah, it's not.
I'm not trying to defend myself, I'm just saying I'm not the only one because somebody else made it.
I
And
get
someone
that.
else put it where I found it.
You were correct. No, you're right. You're not the worst person in the world, John. I'm sorry.
I'm not saying I'm not the worst. I'm
You're
just
up
saying
there.
I'm not the only one.
Touche.
I'm not alone. There's millions of us horrible fuckers out here.
It looks bad. Let's just.
34ing all of your shit.
It looks bad. Then we
John.
stop. Then we go into best F parenthesis R parenthesis end. Best friend. The new Tommy Wiseau movie. That fucker is still. Oh man.
I mean, this is like the first movie he's been involved in since The Room, so...
No, it just blows my mind. Like, I thought he just died.
As far as I know, anyways.
Thought he died after
So he killed himself.
In the room.
He did kill himself in the room at the very.
That's what we're saying.
Yeah, this movie is weird. This movie
Killed himself.
Anything with Tommy
At the end
Wiseau
of
is
the room.
weird.
This movie is bizarre.
I almost actually thought it was like James Franco playing Tommy Wiseau again.
Nope. They do not look alike at all. I don't know what you're talking about, boy.
He actually looks kind of sort of like him in that movie.
I kind of just thought it was just Franco impersonating Wiseau.
It was.
It's not just like the stupid shitty he's doing.
No, I mean it was the makeup that they put him in, but
No, I mean I saw the movie. Like it just.
yeah, and I thought he looked kind of sort of like him. I'm not saying it was like fucking put them next to each other. I'm gonna be confused.
No, I mean I get where you're coming from, but like the thing that
Which
like,
one's the real
the
Tommy
thing that
Wiseau?
like didn't
Which
work
one's
for me.
the real
like,
Just
fuck,
talk, you'd fucking
the thing
know.
that didn't work for me about the Disaster Artist is that Dave Franco and James Franco look so much alike, and they're playing best friends and not brothers. I'm like, yeah, motherfuckers, are lying.
You could be both.
Nah, so this movie just looks just bizarre, and I don't know what. There's nothing.
I don't know. I really think they should have put like some lines from Tommy in the trailer, so that you could. Because one thing, it could have hurt them worse to do so if Tommy's lines are bad and they put them in the trailer. Then people are going to be like, all right, well, I definitely know I don't want to go see this. Then no one's going to go see it. But by not putting them in there, you're also telling people
It might be bad.
it might be bad still. Like, you're not giving them the clarification that, okay, he's actually a decent actor in this movie.
I mean, I guess the way I kind of see it, and this is personally how I take a look at it, is that, like, people are going to go see it because, like, it's Tommy Wiseau.
But that could possibly be the only reason this movie's happening, too.
Exactly. People are going to
It's
see
because
it.
he's been getting a lot of publicity with Disaster Artist, winning Oscars and shit like that. I wonder how he feels about that movie.
He went with Franco everywhere for marketing purposes and shit. He went on talk shows with Franco, so, like, it's not like he's against it.
I think it'd be funnier if he was offended.
No, he's digging it. He's digging the publicity.
Well, yeah, he's digging the publicity. I want to know if he digs the movie. I want to be deep in the mind of Tommy Wiseau. I want to know his deep, dark secrets. What he thinks about at night.
I do not want to be in the
He's
deep.
holding
I do not want to be in the mind of Tommy Wiseau because that
Laying
seems like
down, stroking his...
shut the fuck up, get the
Dude.
fuck out of here.
Fucking down.
Seems as bad as the mind of John D. I don't
Yeah.
want either.
Probably not.
I don't want to be in my mind.
Dude, I don't want to be in John's mind. That sounds like a fucking
I'd
nightmare.
probably be in your mind for a little while.
Like, no offense, John. I don't want to be in your mind. It sounds like a fucking nightmare.
You'd
And
probably come out and put a 9 in your mouth and
yeah, that's what I'm
That's
assuming.
Probably what you'd do if you went into mine.
eat a 45 salad.
Yeah. Let's go on to the movie news.
Mine wouldn't be that creative.
Ryan Coogler's 2018 Marvel film Black Panther has already passed Zack Snyder's 2017 DC film Justice League at the domestic box office, beating it by a whopping half of what made half more.
Half of a
Yes.
Half more of a Justice League.
What are you
A double
Badge
Justice League.
million? I don't know what
Double-
the fuck
sorry,
Badge
excuse me. If you put the domestic box office of Justice League and multiply it by
domestic
2,
abuse box
that's
office.
what Justice. They can't buy a gun, John. In
Yeah,
Oregon.
in Oregon.
Yeah,
Yeah.
only in Oregon.
Oregon.
They're buying guns out of all the other states.
Oregon.
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 Yeah, you can probably. That's kind of another thing I think was dumb about that law. You can probably just buy a gun in the next state and bring it over.
Just go to Seattle.
But
Unless,
that-
of course, the law specifies you can't own a gun.
Black Panther's rewrites the box office record books in its opening weekend, besting Deadpool's all-time mark for February in the first 3 days. Black Panther sold more than Deadpool, but I want to point out Deadpool was a rated R movie.
Yeah, but also Deadpool didn't have all the publicity of being like a super black movie.
Yeah, you know.
I'm
That's
not
who bought
saying
it,
it's
of
in
course.
a. I'm not saying it's in a bad.
I mean, Kien was advertising to all the black people.
I
too.
was not.
That's true. Everybody you've been at that you've asked has seen Black Panther was
Yeah.
not a white person.
That's a good point.
That's not. I've asked other people.
You asked every colored person that we've ran into past like 2 days that has been like talking to Kien. They're all like, "Oh, have you seen Black Panther yet?" And I'll be like, "Jesus, where the fuck does this even come from?" It's not even... Is it that great of a movie? I haven't seen it yet, but Jesus.
Going back a little ways, isn't colored ironic? Isn't black the absence of color, technically?
Yeah, technically.
Yeah, so we're the colored people.
Yeah, because, well, technically brown is the mixture of all colors.
Oh my god!
I'm Eli Brown.
White is like the massive reflection of light, basically.
Ugh.
Well, yeah,
So-
that's light though. Light and
so-
colors are different.
Well, that's how colors are created.
No,
It's like light and reflection and pigment.
light is different from like if I mix paint.
Well, yeah, true.
One of them is like black is all the colors. One of them is black is none of them.
Yeah.
So I know with light, it's white is all the colors.
Mm-hmm.
Guardians of the Galaxy 3 reported to start filming in Atlanta early next year with a May 2020 release target in mind.
What movie? What?
Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3.
Gross.
Did you not like the second one?
So I'm
Didn't watch
officially
the
allowed
second
to
one.
say the N-word, right?
No.
Because I'm colored now?
No.
Colored now, yeah.
No, you
All
were,
the colors.
you were not a... No.
Nerf herder.
Nerf herder.
There we go.
Yeah, I better bleep that out.
Yeah. Lee Schreider revealed that Drew...
Just bleep out the first part, so it's beep herder.
God damn it. So, Lee Schreider says fans should be excited about the Sony animated film Into the Spider-Verse.
I'm not. Isn't that the one that had the Disney-esque animation?
Yes.
Yeah, then I'm definitely not excited.
I don't get why you're not. Like,
Because I just really don't like Disney animation and things that are trying to be serious.
just fucking do it, you weirdo.
Didn't want it to be in the mic.
I think that animation lends itself
Inconsiderate.
really well to kids' movies, but not to others.
I mean, I think this is.
I think
to
it
be-
looks dumb in porn too. I'm just saying. Just super saying. Like, jeez.
A lot of Disney porn out there, huh, John?
Actually, there is.
Oh boy, I figured, yeah.
Oh my god!
Dude, I'm not even
Yeah,
kidding.
no, you're not.
You don't even have to be on a porn website to find it.
No, you don't. You just
Yeah,
have to go
he's
to
not wrong.
Tumblr.
You don't have to go
Who the
there.
fuck uses Tumblr
I've seen
anymore?
it on Facebook before.
What?
Like, legitimately just scrolling through my feed, and there's fucking Anna and
Alright,
Elsa
but-
scissoring each other in bathing suits. And I'm
Oh
like,
my
Jesus
God,
Christ.
Stop talking.
And
Bleep
then
that out. Bleep that out
And
and
then-
just say he said the N-word for like 3 minutes straight.
And then I look up who
God.
shared it and unfriend them because it's fucking weird.
People just automatically share that shit.
Yeah, sometimes.
Anyway,
It's most people.
what the fuck were we actually talking about? Disney movie?
Into the Spider-Verse, the new animated Spider-Man movie.
The
we
one that
saw.
looks like it was done by Pixar.
Oh, with Miles Morales?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm excited. I like Miles Morales, so.
Hey, I'm not saying.
Bitching about Spider-Man all of last night. What are you talking?
No, I'm not saying
Like,
that.
I can't deal with this quippy bullshit.
I'm not saying that it
In
won't
the
be
game,
good.
yeah, I can't deal with this creepy bullshit. Alright, if like every time we changed characters, all I heard was Spider-Man. Oh, I better get this. Oh, I better get this. Woo.
I'm not saying it won't be
He didn't
good.
sound like Kevin Spacey.
I just don't particularly care for the animation in this sort of thing. It's
Right.
why I think that the movie's going to end up being super childlike.
According to a new report, production of Sony's Silver Sable and Black Cat movie, starring Silver Sable and Black Cat, has been delayed indefinitely.
That was pretty redundant.
Now it's been labeled indefinitely. That kind of sucks, I guess.
No, I meant the
Yeah.
calling it the movie and then telling him with the characters that the movie is called.
Yeah, well, it was in the article. I was just fucking. So I'm a little. I don't know. It's okay.
I'm indifferent. Yeah.
Yeah, I like
We'll
Black
see how Venom
Cat.
does.
I like Black Cat, but what was the other one? Silver
Silver
Surfer?
Saber.
Silver Saber? I don't
Sable.
give a shit about that dude.
Sable.
I know, I'm just
Yeah.
specifying in a joke
Yeah.
how much I don't
Sable.
care about him.
Surfer.
Now
you don't
that
like
I've
the Silver Surfer?
No, I don't like the Silver Surfer either.
Sable.
The Silver Mercury Sable.
Then Deadpool movie spin-off Export reportedly
I
starts
like
filming
the cars.
Car.
I like the cars more than I like the superhero.
Silverless Sable.
No.
No, there's a Sable
Mercury
in
Sable.
an actual car.
Deadpool.
That's a Miss Sable.
So Ryan Reynolds and Josh Brolin are apparently gonna be,
Saber.
which I don't get why they don't.
Sabar.
So Deadpool is gonna be in its. There's gonna be an X-Force movie with Deadpool and Cable.
Of course.
which makes no.
Well,
Oh, is it just them?
No, they're gonna be an X-Force team. So it's probably gonna have Domino, and I'm feeling Deadpool 2 is seeding out what X-Force is gonna be. So I'm hoping that
They'll continue with more X-Force
and not Deadpool.
being in it.
No, with just I didn't like the first. Okay, contrary to popular belief, everyone who really likes Deadpool, that's fine. You can like gay chimichangas and shit like that. It's fine, whatever. But like my thing about an entire movie about Deadpool is that like I am one of those people that do get really sick of like quips.
Do you? Because you liked Thor Ragnarok.
Let me explain.
The difference is that Deadpool's written to be that
I
way
know.
Yeah,
already.
exactly.
They're writing it in for fan service in the other
That's-
ones. Deadpool's made to specifically be
Yeah.
that.
I mean,
Plus, Deadpool's actually funny. What other superhero
It's funny
jokes about
sometimes. The
masturbating with a baby
chimichangas
man?
thing is outplayed.
Yeah, the
dumbass.
chimichanga things is overdone.
and like there are
But
some.
what other superhero jokes about masturbating with a baby hand?
That's
There you
not
go.
really funny to me, though.
I
Yeah.
thought it was hilarious.
I know you thought it was
Yeah,
hilarious.
see, I don't find shit like that funny. Like
I find more the murder jokes funny.
the reason
Those are
Where he like
hilarious,
shoots
too.
three
Okay.
people and he's like looking through the hole.
right.
He's like, damn,
So,
I'm good.
No, I
I-
totally agree. Those are fucking
I was like,
hilarious
that's
too.
funny.
I like the murder joke, but I can understand why a handful of people didn't like Thor Ragnarok because they didn't want that. But like, I didn't like the first two Thor movies, so this was a change for Ragnarok. That was a change up for me that I
I
actually
liked
enjoyed.
the other two more than Ragnarok.
I agree.
And to each their own. Like, but that's the thing. Like, Thor has always, in the comics, Thor has always been played as this like, well, he's a douche because he speaks in this like ye olden language. So like, that's why I like Ragnarok a lot more.
Well, he's cocky, but he's not like constantly quipping.
I understand that.
So
But-
this is like the most unfaithful to the Thor
Yeah,
that
this
has
is like
been.
the most Thor.
No, it's not really like
Thor.
The undoing Thor. Thor was never really like interesting character in the Marvel universe, anyways. He had a fucking hammer. And
Yeah,
was
but he
the
fights a horse version of himself.
Beta Ray Bill.
That's awesome.
That is really good.
That
but they
makes
didn't
him the
bring
most
Thor,
interesting
yeah.
character.
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't make him the most interesting character, but
No,
it makes
I
him-
would
He's
have
interesting
no,
because
no.
of the
Thor,
aspect he brings to the
to be
world.
real,
Yeah.
Thor is actually a goofy ass character because a lot of his comics end up goofy as shit. Frog Thor and shit like that. So that's why I
Well,
like
those
it.
are more like spin-off sections.
Yeah.
I know, but that's what a lot of people knew Thor as for the longest
It's just
time.
like Eli said, he's interesting for what he brings to the
Like
universe.
he brings the whole of just the Asgardians with him, basically.
And that's
He
what-
basically brings all of Norse mythology.
I mean, that's gone in the MCU. It's just
Yeah.
not around in the other one. It's fucking dumb. It's because they're really bad at killing off shit.
Yeah, they are. Joss Whedon is no longer going to be directing Batgirl. Everybody.
Did they kill
What's
him
wrong
off
with me, hopefully.
No, he left. He just left.
in the official lore?
Wait,
Did
he left by his own choice?
I don't know.
jumped ship on it?
That wouldn't make sense because he probably makes a lot of money off these. I'm gonna guess that they.
He might have left.
I suppose it's
Isn't he
possible.
doing more than one thing?
No. Who fucking know?
Well,
Just
he's
we-
always.
'cause
doing a
everyone's
bunch
like,
of
he's the
stuff.
best guy to ever exist. He makes the bestest movies.
He does not. All right.
I'd suck his dick
It's
right
not
now.
even. It's not even popular opinion
Well, no,
that
that's-
Josh Whedon movies are good. It's just it's what all the corporate bigwigs think.
Well, no, it
because
is
his movies
popular
sell.
opinion.
No, because like Batman, Superman did fucking shit, and
That
everybody
wasn't
hates
Joss
it.
Whedon.
Wasn't Joss
Well, who
Whedon.
did that
That
one?
was
then?
Zack Snyder.
Well, didn't he do one of the fucking DC movies?
No, he ended. Zack Snyder left Justice League,
I think
and
he's
Joss Whedon picked up the pieces.
Oh, okay.
Joss Whedon was the one
Well,
who
that's
did
what I
Avengers
was
1 and
thinking of
2.
anyways,
Yeah, sorry.
but-
Josh Whedon did Avengers 1 and 2.
Yeah, well, those movies suck balls too. Well,
But
Avengers 1's
the
better
general
too.
public likes them. I like one,
Yeah.
not two. So
I'm not as big into Avengers 2.
I like 2's villain.
But yeah, no, he brings people to the theater, not people like us who actually give a fuck about the movies or like
See-
the lore behind them.
Yeah.
It's like no,
Well,
the
that's the
general
thing,
public
yeah.
who takes their children to them are like they're flashy. They keep my kid the fuck sitting down. I don't give a fuck. They're good movies.
See, I actually don't like Ultron.
They're
or
not trying to
Avengers 2.
please the fucking neckbeards that we are who
Yeah,
write
true.
shit on the internet and put up podcasts.
See, the thing I don't like about
I
the
clapped at
villain-wise in Avengers 2, well, that wasn't a very loud clap though, so you're probably fine. The thing I don't like about Ultron is he really, yeah, he was a much
The
more
Age
flesh-
of Ultron for 2 weeks.
Well, He definitely felt like more of a fleshed out villain. So as a character, I definitely liked him more than
Oh yeah,
the
absolutely.
The
mass
quips got
amount of
me.
alien. No, it wasn't even
Yeah,
that.
I don't know.
It was just the fact that like as a villain, he felt like any one of these one people could
Yeah.
have taken him down.
Not necessarily any one of them.
Well,
Hawkeye could definitely have killed Ultron.
It felt
10
like-
out of 10.
but it
Honestly,
felt
it did.
to me. It felt like the movie was more of a stepping stone to
Yeah.
just introduce like
it felt like the only reason they needed.
Quicksilver and Scarlet
It
Witch.
felt like the only reason they needed all of the heroes was because of the big rock thing. Ultron didn't actually feel like the villain. The big rock did.
Yeah, and I can understand that.
And that's why I liked the aliens in the first one, is because that felt like more of something that would have actually caused a bunch of superheroes to come together.
Well, yeah, they mentioned like that, and then the other thing is they were using it to spawn the Civil War,
Yeah.
where they were just like,
It
"Oh,
was-
the Sokovia Accords." and
Age of
stuff."
Ultron was basically a stepping stone, which is, I kind of wish they would have chosen a different, like, you could have
Yeah.
chosen a different, like,
I
'cause
still
didn't
Ultron,
even need to
I
put
still
it in
just
a
love it. It's
movie.
like the Age of Ultron happened for like a month back in like the summer. I don't remember.
Yeah, because he wasn't even alive that long.
that's the thing that got me, like, Ultron, like, in the comics is just a fucking badass.
Yeah.
And I think they needed a way to introduce
Yeah,
Vision
he's
without
pretty-
making...
He's definitely more interesting in the movie, though.
I don't know.
Like, he's cooler in the comics, but he's more interesting in the movies.
Ultron was once Santa, so...
They just... That's not even canon, though.
No, it was canon. There was an
Was it?
Ultron... Yeah.
It's
That seems-
definitely not anymore.
Oh, no, it's canon still.
It seems like canon. Yeah.
Santa
Yeah.
Ultron is canon, and they beat his ass because this girl programmed Ultron, an Ultron
Giving
shell
out
to be...
free presents?
No!
Get him!
Santa, like, he's kicking everyone's ass, and then Spider-Man's like, hey, do you want a cookie? And Ultron's like, his Santa programming takes control. He's like, I would love a cookie. And it's a bomb, and it blows up, and like, that's how they beat Ultron. Ultron was Santa for a while.
Dumb.
I highly doubt that's canon.
That's canon.
I am gonna look that up.
Seems like it would be canon. Fucking Frog Thor. There's a whole pet Avengers that is
different.
canon.
That's different.
No, it is equally dumb and fucking
It
dumb.
is dumb, and I actually don't think it should be canon.
Yeah, well, there you have it.
Flashpoint and Batgirl movies show fresh signs of life and are expected to begin filming not too long after Wonder Woman 2. I, again, do not like Wonder
Batgirl
Woman.
shows fresh signs of life. Joss Whedon just left.
Yeah, well, like, who cares?
Conflicting stories.
First test screenings for James Wan's Aquaman and the early reactions for Jason Momoa's solo movie film are positive.
Well, I mean, yeah, probably, because he's Jason Momoa.
I'm
Like it.
positive for the Aquaman movie.
I think it'll actually be cool, just
I
'cause
think
it's like
it'll-
a gruff Aquaman. Not
The
a Kevin
underwater
Spacey
fights are the
Aquaman.
things that I really kind of want to see. That sounds weird.
I think it'll just be interesting to see how they portray Atlantis
Yeah,
and such.
I want it to be cool.
I don't know, that's all I've got. Don's over here looking up the canon of Marvel, so he doesn't
It's
have
during one of the Avengers holiday specials, and I'm pretty sure all the other holiday specials aren't canon.
They're no, all those
Sure, the
holidays.
Star Wars holiday special is canon, John?
The Star Wars holiday special is not
I
canon
know it's
after
not.
Disney.
The
Actually,
plot-
I think it was before even.
The,
It was
yeah,
before Disney.
Yeah, the plot.
No,
for
I
sure-
mean the canon.
Oh, yeah, no,
wise, or-
it hasn't
okay,
been canon
that's
ever,
what I
yeah.
thought.
you didn't like Leia singing about peace and life, guys. Come on. They're making
Yeah,
a flame.
movie.
Speaking of flaming hot Cheetos, they're making a biopic about.
Speaking of shit,
They're making it a flaming hot Cheeto biopic. I don't fucking understand why.
that is, I don't understand why
What?
either.
It's like a fucking live a movie about the story of flaming hot Cheetos.
Why?
I don't fucking know.
Is it a good story?
I have no idea. I never knew.
Jeez, it fucking stinks.
Anyway, I guess I don't care.
Visual effects supervisor for ILM reveals Kylo Ren's TIE silencer in Star Wars The Last Jedi had to be changed because of a toy design error.
That seems right, yeah.
Yeah.
That really gives you what Disney's all about.
Yep. Star Wars Episode 9.
Fucking bastards.
John should be excited for this upcoming story.
He won't be. He'll
Star Wars Episode 9 director J.J. Abrams says fans' backlash towards The Last Jedi will not influence his vision for the sequel's trilogy's finale.
He's not gonna do a good job.
Exactly. It's like, probably should,
It definitely should. I mean, I don't think that fans should be able to decide like what they do with the Star Wars trilogy, but I don't think J.J. Abrams should have been given another movie. Specifically because he just copied number 4 to make fucking number 7.
I'm excited because I can't wait for the Return of the Jedi 2 Electric Boogaloo.
I mean, I'll like it pretty much no matter what. I'll see the flaws in it, but I'll like it.
I still don't like
That being said,
Jedi.
I don't like Finn. I don't like Rey. I don't like Phasma, who they tried to make into another Darth Maul, Boba Fett type of like just like look at this badass character.
15 minutes.
Yeah,
really
but
cool.
both those characters aren't in there for that long, and then people are just like, wow, they're badass and cool.
Yeah.
And they tried to make Phasma into that, and it's like, yeah, she's not that.
Star Wars Episode 9 director confirms his script is done and will be filming in July. Yeah.
Again, like, I'll like it, probably, to some extent. Like, they'd have to fuck up Star Wars on an EA microtransaction level for me
let
to
tell
not
you
go to
about
that
EA's
movie.
Star Wars.
Yeah, I know. But that's my point, is like, they'd really have to fuck it up that hard for me to not buy into it.
So remember last week we were talking about Transformers being reimagined after the Bumblebee movie?
Yeah.
They're backtracking.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, well,
Suppose they listen to the podcast?
no. I wanted them to fucking reboot it.
Well, yeah, then they heard us, and they were like, oh shit, maybe we should.
No, they're like, no.
Northwest Iowa wants us to reboot it.
No, they're like, well, we're not going to reboot it. It's not really a reboot. It's just that we might maybe not.
Fucking liars.
It's just, yeah, so.
We might just go back in time and change some stuff like the X-Men did. Don't worry.
Yeah.
Add in a Deadpool character.
Starscream solo movie.
They call him Starpool.
Jurassic World 3 apparently gets an official summer 2021 release date, along with a new female screenwriter.
I don't care. Again, I'm just not a huge Jurassic anything fan, really. I think those movies need to fucking end. They're like, it's Jurassic World, but it's also an action movie, and it's just terrible at doing both.
Duncan Jones, the director of Warcraft, wants to make a Judge Dredd movie.
That didn't come out that long ago, did it?
What, Dread?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a couple of years ago. Yeah, 2011 maybe.
Yeah.
I suppose it
Came out right after I graduated high school, to be honest.
Oh, when'd you graduate? Like 2008?
2011.
Alright.
Fuck you! God, I'm not that fucking old.
Dude, I graduated in like 64, if it makes you feel better.
I know. It makes me feel better because you're balding.
That was the hairstyle of the time, you see.
Balding?
Balding.
So apparently,
not bald, just balding.
This is what gets me. The director of the Lego Batman movie is in talks to playing the Dungeons and Dragons. What the fuck are you doing?
I'm listening to a video on fucking Santa Ultron because I can't find anything else about it. This video is the only thing on the internet that exists about Santa Ultron.
You can't cut
except
me
for
off
fucking
like
pictures.
Okay.
Keep fucking going.
Okay.
Out of continuity.
Is it out of
It's
continuity?
not canon and it never was. Fuck off. I
Lego
win.
Batman.
I wanted to be correct. Really bad.
I see that.
Because Santa Ultron's stupid. It's
so
not
stupid,
canon.
John refused to believe it was ever canon. Fucking dumb.
You guys
Anyway.
fought so hard that it was canon.
No,
Well,
I
not
didn't.
really you,
I said
but-
it probably wasn't. I was like,
And
most
then you-
holiday specials aren't. I just said they had stupid shit in the canon.
Like Spider-Ham is canon. Like Spider-Man as a pig.
Spider-Bike.
Yeah.
Yeah, Spider-Bike's pretty dumb.
Yeah. Rocket Racer is a edgy
Big
kid
wheel.
with a skateboard.
Yeah.
Big Wheel was a villain.
Dude, some of the old school Spider-Man villains are fucking obnoxious. That and Batman. Batman had like Condiment King who shot ketchup and mustard at
Oh,
him.
let's just remember the fucking OG Doc Ock was like a fucking 4'6" dude with a fucking bowl haircut.
OG or OJ?
OG.
OG.
OJ Doc Ock.
OG.
I can kill 8 times the number of people. There you go.
Dude, there was some...
Controversial opinion.
Yeah.
Slightly.
Not in Northwest Iowa. It's not. Assuming everyone here thought
Don't
he
tell
was
them where we're from.
Northwest Iowa. That could be anywhere.
It could even be in Northwest Iowa.
We totally didn't endorse like a thing in this town like 2 months ago in December.
Shh, did we?
Yeah, the play that Jay was in.
Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot about that.
Oh yeah, we did!
It's not
I
like
don't
anybody
live here,
It's
so
not like
I don't
anybody
care.
listening to this went to that.
Yeah, no.
Probably not.
Dude, I didn't even go to that.
Oh no, hail.
Wow, way to be a dick.
Yeah, Jesus. You're his roomie.
Yeah,
Piece
you're
of
his
shit.
friend.
Anyway.
You're supposed to be his
Yeah.
friend. God.
I had to fucking work!
As soon as I
Well, you
heard he
didn't
was
say
in
that.
that, I stopped being friends with Jay, so I didn't have to.
I was like, you didn't fucking go!
No, I like Jay. He's a good guy.
So, Rush Hour 4 is confirmed! What?
The fuck was about Lego Batman? Go back a step.
Yeah, it was about Lego Batman.
Piece of shit.
We have to hear how unapologetic.
What was the second movie? I remember it was something I liked and wanted. Do not remember what
We
it
have
was.
to know about how unapologetically boring this is going to be.
He's making the Dungeons and Dragons movie.
Oh, that's
Boom!
right,
There we
yeah.
go.
See that?
Listen to BroQuest X, turn Alabama into a thing!
One thing that really bothers
Okay,
me about
guys.
Dungeons and Dragons movies that have existed already is you can do anything you want in Dungeons and Dragons. Fucking anything.
You can't fuck anything in Dungeons
Yeah,
and
you can
Dragons.
fuck anything. Well, you can do whatever you
Till
want.
you lose your penis. and then you
Star
can't
Wars
fuck
Dungeons and Dragons,
I
whatever. Steampunk Dungeons and Dragons, whatever.
gay, I don't
yeah,
like that.
I don't recommend it because
I play Star Wars Dungeons and Dragons though.
I played Star Wars Dungeons
I
and
did that
Dragons.
2 days ago.
But like anything you want to do, and every single time they do generic fantasy world Dungeons and Dragons.
There's a dungeon and a dragon and a princess and an evil villain.
They never do anything about it that makes it interesting.
Well, sorry, princess. They put that line in there. I'll watch it.
Yeah, probably.
Well, excuse me.
That's what
See,
it
the only Dungeons and
Either or,
Dragons
I'll take
movies that have ever been really good
Our Lord of the
the
Rings.
no
Chronicles of Narnia.
are the movies
Those are
about
Star Wars.
are the movies about people playing Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah, that's the thing is that, and that, I think they might do something with the players because of like
It could definitely be possible.
well, like the reboot of Reboot that has players going into it.
Yeah.
You have Jumanji, which now it's them going into the game, which Jumanji was kind of that before. But
yeah, it
not-
was
Can-
kind of a board game.
Do you know, I think they could, if they did the 1980s Dungeons and Dragons, like did that kind of concept where the kids go into the game of Dungeons
Yeah,
and
that's what
Dragons.
I mean.
Yeah,
That's what I mean.
It doesn't
like,
have to be 1980s.
Do you know what I
it
mean? No,
definitely
I'm-
shouldn't be because well, they're gonna probably try and like promote 5th edition in some way.
Yeah, because, well, I mean, I don't know. I think the 80s. I think. If
Unless
they,
they plan on releasing a new edition soon, which I kind of
No,
fucking
they
hope not, because
don't.
they just did
did
Fifth.
Fifth, yeah.
That's what I mean. Like, fuck that. I'm not buying those books again.
Yeah, I refuse to buy the 5th edition books. Anyway.
hey, luckily we have a shit ton of them around the Brojo.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Fun fact. Jay buys a lot of books.
Thank God for Jay.
I mean, I buy.
And
a lot
then
of
we
books
use
too,
them,
but
and he
I'm not-
doesn't play with us.
I mean, I buy
He's-
a lot
he's
of
always
books
welcome.
too. Like,
He
I
is,
ain't gonna
yeah.
fucking buy 6th edition when 5th edition just came
Yeah.
out.
Anyway,
And not to mention that I really like 5th edition. So
I do really like 5th edition.
all right.
I don't know. But
I do kind
4.5
of miss
is
some
really-
of the things in 3rd. But
Did you play 4.5 though?
Oh, is there a 4.5?
There is a 4.5.
I just knew about 4.
4.5 is okay. Game of Thrones fans vote that season 7's Beyond the Wall is the worst moment from the TV show's penultimate season.
is that when the dragon blows on the wall, or what?
No,
Or
fucking-
is that when they take off with the dragon? I can't remember.
Take off with the dragon.
Beyond the Wall is what?
It's basically the Magnificent Seven. But
Oh, when they go over the wall to get the fucking White Walker?
Yep.
Or the, not the White Walker, but the just Walker, basically.
The zombie. Yeah, I don't know.
I'm so confused.
Again,
I haven't seen that season, so I don't understand.
Well, a lot of the complaints that come from the season is that it's the pacing is really bad, and I honestly just don't think that's the writers' fault. Like they were at the
well, they
before
know how it's supposed to end, and now they have to get there in
2
another
seasons.
Season,
Yeah, and they
So
got
the pacing is gonna be a little all over the place.
They were given the penultimate ending to the book before they started season 6, or as they were starting season 6.
Yeah, which means
Which
that
was
it
the
was
end of
already
the last
done,
book.
basically.
Yeah, which was the end of the last
It was
book
even
that had
beyond
been
the
written.
last book a little bit.
No, because Jon Snow dies at the end of George R. R. Martin's last book. That he's written,
Okay.
that he's finished. I'm talking about finished books.
Yes, but there's also stuff that goes beyond it. The church never
Oh,
happened.
yeah,
No, no.
yeah, you're right. The church...
Never happened. Stannis,
Well, that was in-
technically not fucking dead in the books.
Okay, Stannis did die in that season, but the church blowing up happens in the next season, yeah.
I've only watched the first 6 seasons.
You saw the stuff that Baylor blow up? Maybe it was right at the
That's
end.
right at the end.
I could have swore that John was alive again when all that stuff was going down. I really need to rewatch that show
Pretty
again.
sure that happens at the end of season 5.
Season 6.
We're gonna have to look it up. It's been
Season
a while.
6 to season 7 is John got brought back to life.
No, season
No,
5 is
because I've
when
watched
he dies.
John get brought back to life.
Oh, shit.
Season 5's when he dies.
Pretty sure season 6 is all the way off the books.
Oh,
I'm
shit.
pretty sure it is, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Fuck you both.
Because season 6 is... The first episode of season 6 is when Jon Snow comes back.
Well, they're like debating if they can bring him back, but yeah.
Yeah, well, yeah, but it's in the end of the first episode... Or no, it's the beginning of the second episode when he wakes
I
up.
don't remember, but season 6 is not in the books.
But yeah, anyways, they have 2 seasons to write out what is more than likely going to be a 36-hour read for you. In a book.
I don't know, he's taken like 20 years. It might be like
Yeah, it could be...
a
I'm saying-
fucking month-long read.
I'm thinking... Well, I mean, if you just straight up... Okay, so I'm thinking
the type
about...
of book you can't even pick up, you need like a forklift.
I'm thinking about the audiobook versions, and the audiobook for the first book
It's 40 hours, right?
No, it's 36 hours and
Page
42
500,
minutes.
Get the pry bar!
It's it's 36 hours and 42 minutes for that audiobook. So think about
Good lord.
and that's the shortest one, if I remember correctly.
Oh, yeah, because there's an unabridged one that is, like, ridiculously long.
I have no idea. Anyways,
God.
think about that. It's probably not going to be that short either. And they have to make that in 2 seasons. That's 8 episodes for season 7, and I think it's only 6 episodes for the last season. At about an hour and 15, hour and a half per thing, you're looking at like half of the time to watch the last 2 seasons as what, well, I guess
they still have to put conflict in there. They can't just be like, all right, Daenerys wins, wrap it up. Or like anything stupid like that, they have to be like, yeah.
Well,
so
that's why
gotta
they
kill all
decided.
these people.
Yeah, that's why they decided that
You can't
in the last season they were going to make all the episodes like 2 hours long, I believe it is.
An hour and a half to 2 hours.
Yeah,
Alright.
instead
Sorry.
of like an hour to an hour and a half.
that.
Yeah, me too. Because they cut it down by like an episode
So
or 2. But that's still like a really short amount of time to compress all of the main focal points that are going to happen. And I've seen a couple potentially, like no one's just figured out if they're fake or not yet, but some leaked storyboards for the thing. Basically like a rough outline of what's going to happen. And I won't like say what they are, obviously. But by the sounds of it, most people probably aren't going to like the last season either, because there's just not going to be enough time to throw everything in there.
Mm-hmm.
I'll like it.
Tyrion's the 3rd Dragonhead, John.
Nobody really knows. But the one outline that I did read, which is actually the one I liked
I'm not
less,
gonna give it away, but I will talk about the outlines anyway.
I'm not going to say anything that was in it. I'm just saying who released it. The guy who released one of the outlines that I read, which is the one that I don't like quite as much, actually.
George R. R. Martin trying to figure out what he's gonna put in the
No,
book.
is actually a Reddit user that released the outlines for season 5 and 6 as well. And everybody thought that those were fake at first.
They were pretty accurate.
They were like literally spot on.
Jesus
There was
Christ.
like one tiny detail that was slightly different. He basically predicted the entire thing, down to like what was going to be different from the show versus the books.
I believe it.
And like the little detail that he like missed out on was basically, I think in season 5 or 6 when, like, John came back and had all the scars on his chest. It's basically like he missed the scars being, like, relevant to his reincarnation or whatever you want to call it.
I guess.
Because, like, he's still wounded or whatever.
Yeah.
Technically.
Anyway.
Yeah, well, he didn't grow back what he lost. That's why Beric Dondarrion doesn't have his eye still.
I see. They're bringing back the Szechuan sauce.
I mean, yeah.
Good job,
Yeah.
McDonald's.
Not really, because, like, that was a long fucking time ago.
Yeah, kind of.
That kind of needed to happen, like, the day after.
And Robert Kirkman wished they would have cut Rick's hand off in the Walking Dead TV show.
Most people do.
Yeah.
I don't.
It happened in the comics, so...
It doesn't really matter. Yeah, remember, The Walking Dead was supposed to be Carl's story, not Rick's
They
story.
said that in Season 1 on an episode of Talking Dead, and I don't know if they just forgot about it, or if that's basically them saying, like, whatever's coming out next is the end. So, I doubt it's going to be the last season, because, like, he got bit in the mid-season finale. It's fine to talk about it now. If you haven't watched it yet, it's your own fault. I'm just waiting for it to come on Netflix. Fucking, then don't bitch about spoilers.
You heard him, Internet? Fuck you.
Well, I'm just saying. It's
I
The
don't
Walking
think
Dead.
anyone-
I don't think anyone cares.
Yeah, it's
anyway.
like I don't think anyone watches that show, to be honest.
But anyways, he gets bit in the mid-season finale, not the season finale. And so the rest of whatever's coming out here this year is the end of that season. So I highly doubt this is going to be the last of The Walking Dead, unless they're basically saying next season is the end. Which,
Do it.
it'd be whatever if they did. They could make a decent ending out of it then. But they've really ruined an opportunity by killing Carl. And I am kind of wondering if some of it has to do with, like, just some sort of conflict with the kid that plays him or something like that.
I think it was with his dad.
Well, no, his dad was the one who was bringing it up that it could have been some sort of conflict. Most people were thinking it was something like they didn't want to pay him anymore.
I don't know.
I don't care.
Who knows? That's been our podcast, guys.
It's pretty funny, though, because Carl is a kid.
It's not funny.
No, what I'm saying is, like, Carl is a kid that a lot of people really fucking hated. And now that he's dying, everybody's really mad about it.
I hate him, and I haven't even seen the
I
show.
fucking hated Carl's character so fucking much for so fucking long. The only reason that I would put up with him is because in Season 1 I remembered them saying, like, this is Carl's story. So I'm like, alright, maybe there'll be some sort of arc that makes me not fucking hate this kid anymore.
Joke's on you.
Yeah, no. Mostly.
Thanks, guys. Have a good night.
Well, that's quite the ending.
Yeah, jeez. Very